welcome to my channel, Tarot Sparks. We're going to get right into your reading today, so be sure to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is a general reading, so it won't resonate with everybody. Listen to the parts that resonate with you, and if you find that some of it does and some of it doesn't, check back next week. Check your other signs, but this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. So let's jump right into it and get started. I'm going to start by asking God to come into these cards and reveal His truth to us and speak through the cards about your upcoming week of December 14th through December 20th. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to start with pulling your overall energy for the week. So let's start with the overall energy for Aries week of December 14th through the 20th. What is the energy or maybe the lesson that they need to leverage? What is their lesson to learn or their energy to leverage or focus on for the week of December 14th to the 20th? Patience. So the lesson for you this week, Aries, or the energy that you need to leverage or focus on is patience. So whatever trying circumstances may come up, if you're waiting on, a breakthrough and something that you're trying to manifest, just remember to be patient. Take that time to breathe and be patient. Now, let's jump into what's going on for you, Aries, for my Aries in terms of mind and spirit. So, the message what is going on with Aries this week, December 14th to the 20th, and mind and spirit. What can we expect in terms of mind and spirit? I was looking for 3 cards, and 3 cards fell out, so I'm going to take them. So the 3 cards that you have in terms of mind and spirit are, starting first off, the Ace of Swords, which is mental clarity and just an entirely new way, higher levels of thinking and consciousness. That's also accompanied by the Knight of Wands, which represents joy and passion, vibrant thinking and high spirits. And then you also have the Emperor. So this lets me know this is a strong sense of stability and groundedness in your thoughts and in your spirit. So what I'm seeing that in terms of your mind and spirit for the week of the 14th through the 20th, Aries, you're going to feel really energized. You're going to have a lot of breakthroughs. Some of you may have some creative endeavors that you've been focusing on. You've been waiting for that inspiration to come through. Maybe you're trying to write a story or write a song, or maybe you're into photography or I'm feeling some kind of creative endeavor that you are a part of, or that you've been pursuing, and you're finally going to feel inspired to take great steps towards completing it. You're going to feel very in control of your creative spirit and your creative mind this week. So go ahead and do those creative things that you've been wanting to do the week of the 14th through the 20th, because you'll have a lot of inspiration and passion for it. Now I want to see what's going on for Aries in terms of career and finance. What is going on for Aries in terms of career and finance the week of December 14th through the 20th? What's going on for Aries? What's going on for Aries in career and finance the week of the 14th through the 20th? All right. Ooh, all right. So first of all, I want to say that we have some mirroring energy here. So in career and finance, you have the King of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups. So when I see the King and Queen together, this is some pretty big stuff going on. And then you also have the Seven of Swords. So what I'm seeing here in terms of career and finance, this is definitely abundance. You, Aries, are very blessed. You're going to continue. Some of you may be starting something lucrative, or maybe you're transitioning back into something that fulfills you emotionally, and like it's your dream job. Some of you are finally going to be hearing back from that job that you applied for. Maybe you've been submitting so many applications and not hearing back from anybody. It seems like they've just been vanishing into the ether. Like you submit your application and it just goes nowhere. You've applied for it. The universe has heard you, and the universe is answering. So remember that overall energy for this week of the 14th to the 20th. Be patient. Be patient. Divine timing is divine timing. That breakthrough in your career and your finances is finally going to happen. I'm seeing for some of you, this is relief. You're going to be getting your Christmas shopping done, and you've made it so that you're getting just enough for the people around you, so that you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're overstretching yourself. You're going to be able to make smart decisions about how and when, where to spend your money, and you're going to have plenty left over for yourself. For those of you who are worried about your Christmas shopping, but really, I'm also feeling that this is a dream job for somebody. Somebody's about to hear back from their dream job. So if that's you, Aries, and you hear back from your dream job that you've applied to, let me know. Put that in the comments, or send me an email, because I want to hear about that. I'm excited for you. Now, let's see what's going on for Aries in terms of love this week. Well, what's going on for Aries in terms of love the week of the 14th through the 20th? One more card, please. The week of the 14th to the 20th. All right. Okay, so you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. You also have the Seven of Cups, and you also have the Six of Cups. So there's a lot of emotional energy here, and some. So anyway, what's going on for love for you this week, Aries? You have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups, and you also have the Six of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of water emotional energy here. So Aries, you've been taking care of yourself. You've been nurturing yourself. You've been trying to get this stability mentally, spiritually, materially. You've been trying to get yourself to a place where you feel comfortable with yourself, growing your roots, getting your home and your house and your heart and your spirit and all those internal things in order before you've been ready to bring somebody into this. So you've been putting a lot of thought into your next partner, because you want to be able to choose carefully. And here's the thing, Aries, because you did that self-love work, you will have your choice, and you get to choose who you want. You get to choose the partner you want. So, you may have several options. Some of them are good options, some of them are bad options. This card is also letting me know that you want to be careful that when you are dating someone, that you are dating that person. This card is also a card of fantasy and illusion. So make sure you're not projecting things onto them that you like that aren't actually there. So just be careful of that. And also, don't compare them to your ex. So some of you, Aries, have an ex, and even though that relationship is over and you might despise them sort of, or you have this love-hate relationship with the thought of them, there's still some part of you that really likes something about them. And don't try to necessarily replace that person. Be able to find the joy in the new person. Yeah, that ex might have had something special, but that was for that time and that place. You're in a new time and you're in a new place now, Aries. So don't when you're making this decision right here, please don't try to pick the person that reminds you the most of your ex. You've done so much self-work. You've really done so much self-work. You deserve to continue to move forward, and don't bring that ex energy back into your life. So now that we've looked at your mind and your spirit, and we've also looked at your career and finance, as well as your love and emotions, I want to see what advice we might have for you in terms of each of these areas for this week. So let's see, pull one card for each of these piles and see what advice we have for you this week, Aries. What advice do we have for Aries in terms of mind and spirit? What advice do you have for Aries? There we go. And what advice do you have for Aries in terms of career and finance? What advice do you have for Aries in terms of career and finance? Let's see what's going on here. What advice do you have? What action should they take? And what advice do you have for Aries in terms of love and emotion? There we go. All right. So let's start with mind and spirit. Thinker. This means that you want to spend some time in those inspirational thoughts that you're going to be having. You are going to be so alive mentally this week, Aries. I'm excited for you. So put some thought into your creative endeavors. So this is an opportunity for maybe some of you are you journal or you keep a diary. Maybe it's time to go back and look at some of your old journal entries and do some processing and ruminating and deep thinking about some of the things that you've written before. Or maybe some of you can take an old project and bring some new life into it. I see whichever path this is for you, Aries. I'm seeing that this project is going to require a lot of thought. Don't be intimidated by it. Embrace it. I mean, of course, it's funny that this is the mind and spirit, and you get the thinker. In terms of career and finance, breathe. Again, you may be waiting to hear back from that job. You may be stressed about some of your Christmas finances or holiday finances for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, or those of you who have been impacted by the pandemic. Breathe. God has you. You are in good spiritual hands. Take the time to breathe. And then as far as love and emotions, your advice is go the distance. Sometimes when we have choices, we refuse to make a choice. Make the choice this week. There may be somebody who you have a good feeling about. Call them, go on a date, socially distance. But don't be afraid to make that connection. And that's what I'm seeing here. Make that connection, because life is a journey, and if you stay still, you're not on the journey anymore. So that's the reading that I have for you, Aries, for this week. Check back next week for your next reading. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I'll see you next week.